Good evening, FlossTube. I'm coming to you on Sunday evening, which is why it's so freaking dark. But I just had to show you my newest FFO. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cool? He is so neat. Actually, he looks a lot better on camera than in person. He's a little bit lumpy at parts, and his head tends to wobble, but it's on there pretty sturdy. Yeah, I'm so happy. So the story is that me and Andrew, my boyfriend, since the kiddo is at camp this weekend, or camping this weekend with scouts, that we would go see Deadpool because it's a thoroughly adult movie. So we went to the movie theater we don't usually go to because it's the only place that's still playing, because it came out in February. So only in Toronto could you still find a place where it's playing, probably. Anyway, super stoked. Movie was freaking awesome. If you have not seen it, go see it, unless you're very, very sensitive to, violence and swearing and sex. Then don't go see it. But if not, go see it. It's so freaking good. Yeah, we had a blast. And it was almost an empty theater. We went on a matinee because that's what I prefer. I prefer a nice, empty, calm experience. So, luckily, right next to that theater is a Michael's. And I said to my boyfriend, let's just go in. I want to see if they still have at least DMC. Because if I know I can source DMC there, it might help me kit up some things in the future. So we went in, and it's pretty big, Michael's, actually. It's like 3 stories. And if you're from Toronto, it's the Michael's next to the Scotiabank Theatre. It's brand new. It's only been open a few months. But I remember them saying that they got rid of all the cross-stitch stuff from Michael's. But apparently not all of it. So I went in and I looked around and I found they have DMC. It looks like they have the full set of DMC. Quite a lot of it too, so I'm not worried about them going, running out anytime soon. And it looks like they have a few cross-stitch stuff. Like, they don't have kits or anything, but they have some Aida, some nice, tubes of Aida, and they have needles, and they had DMC, some of the DMC pearl cotton, and yeah, so necessities, the basics, and which is good, because I've been wanting to find a reasonable place that's not bad close by that I can source it. My DMC, especially in case I run out. I'm really worried on a few projects I'm gonna have. Yes? Can I help you? I swear, as soon as I start talking, he throws a fit. He is a very needy dog. Aren't you? Yes, you know I'm talking about you. So we went in, and then right when we were about to leave, I couldn't buy anything. We're broke right now. And right as I was leaving, I saw this pile of stuffing. Fiber fill. This was the biggest bag they had, but it was also the cheapest. So I had to get this one. I didn't really want to get this much, but it was the absolute cheapest. And after talking to my boyfriend, we decided we could afford the few bucks for the fill, so that I could finish my doctor. So, actually, this is kind of soft. Anyway, so yeah, so I now have a monster bag of fill, so I have to start, my next 3D project. Which there's gonna be more, for sure. Because look at this guy. He's so cool. Yeah. Stitching his body. Look, you can see from the back. Look at little details. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. The pinstriping on the pants is really effective when it's sewn together. There's some parts, his crotch sucked. I know. My mind is completely in the gutter thanks to Deadpool. Freaking love that movie. Anyway, yeah, some parts here underneath his arms were really, really rough. I tried at first when it was getting hard to stitch it, stitch tied together and, stitch around it. But then when I tried to put it inside out again, these extremities, they were just really hard to fully, not poke out, but you know how when you turn it inside out, you have to really push those little bits out, and they were really hard because there's a lot of, because I used freaking glue to secure the edges. So yeah, there's a bit here where there's white poking out. Certain things like the pocket doesn't line up on this side. It lines up very nicely on this side, but this side I can get it to. It was really hard because you had to keep poking the. And he doesn't have quite enough fill up here, so that's why his head's a little bit bobbly. But he's a doll, so it doesn't matter. But he's so cute. Look at the little celery right there. All little details just make him so cute. Now I need to find a place for him to stay. I have some Doctor Who collectibles. I know I have like 3 sonic screwdrivers, a couple of action figures. I used to have, I don't remember what else. Okay. But yeah, he's probably going to end up going on a shelf with them when I eventually take them out and actually organize them. But yeah, so stoked. Don't know what my next 3D, actually I know what my next 3D project is going to be. I think I want to do the TARDIS next, just so that I can have something for all the other doctors to, I'd love to do all the doctors. I'd love to have a whole set of the doctors, but man, there's a lot of work into one little doll with all the cross-stitching and everything, but just want to get this video done. Anyway, I'm so happy with him. He looks very serious, and he's looking in that direction for some reason. There's nothing over there, I promise. Anyway, I have another FFO. This is FFO 3 this year, I think. Veterinary, Ravenclaw. Yeah, 3. 3 FFOs this year. They're all small, but who cares? They count. Damn it, they count. So yeah, there he is. I am very stoked. And yeah, putting together was, if you're thinking of getting any of Robin's dolls, which I suggest you do because they're awesome, know that the sewing together is, it's not very tedious. I mean, I had his head almost done when I got home. It was already done. And then all I did was I sewed his body up together and then stuffed the body, or finished closing up the head, because I had to close up the head here and finish stuffing it. The head is solid, like really solid. This is a little flimsy, but what are you gonna do? I don't think he's ever gonna stand up on his own. I don't think they're meant to. So yeah, there he is in all of his glory, the 5th Doctor, who was portrayed by Peter Davidson. And that's who he is. And again, he is from Robin Designs, who does amazing little dolls. And she also does TARDIS. And she's now working on stitching the entire solar system. No, she's not ambitious at all. She's awesome. The work that comes out, like she did I think 8-inch globe. I mentioned this before, but I am amazed with this globe. It is phenomenal. Definitely on my to do maybe in the very, very far future list. But yay, he's done. Sorry, I'm just so stoked. He's definitely keeping my stitchy bug up, finishing this guy. I started him in July, so 9 months, but I didn't stitch on him a lot, only a little bit, like until the last month or two. I think he's hungry. Anyway, I better go. But yes, that is him. Yay! In all his glory. So I'm going to let you go. I will probably be back on Monday. I have some progress on Tiger of Heaven that I'm going to show, and I have a very small haul to show as well. And I think that's it for now. So I hope you guys have the great rest of your weekend, and happy stitching. Bye.